Good morning guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel like I always start these videos in my car. I mean, I know why. It's because the mornings are that hectic. Picking up the camera is the last thing on my list. Like this morning, it's my own fault because normally I do like lunches and like get Willow's bag ready the night before. But this morning, well last night I was like, oh, it's alright, I'll do it in the morning. So I set my alarm for 5:45, but didn't actually get out of bed till 7:15. So I only have myself to blame. But yeah, I've just shipped her off for the day after a hectic morning, and I'm now going to Ikea all on my own. I'm so excited. I've been looking forward to this all week. Yeah, I'm going to get some shoe storage for our hallway because I'm just sick to death of shoes everywhere and tripping over them and yeah, all the time. So I'm only going to get one of the units. I can't even think what it's called now off the top of my head. It's only about £35, which is a really good price, and it's got 3 drawers. So, well, they're not drawers, they're like the sort of, you know, little lifty out things. So yeah, we can have a drawer each, although Willow's probably only got about 3 pairs of shoes at the minute that fit her, so she won't even need a full one. And if we get on okay with it, then like they look quite nice when you've got 2 together, so I might go back at a later date obviously and get another one. What else have I got to tell you? Oh yeah, I'm wearing really bougie earrings, in case you're wondering. These like diamante hoops, but Willow picks my earrings at the minute. It's a thing at the moment. And she picked these ones today, so I've just got like comfies on because I thought I'm going to be lifting like obviously boxes into the car on my own. So I thought I'm going to wear my trainers, just jeans and a t-shirt, and my bougie earrings. Yeah, so I'm going to get going now and meet you when I'm there at the Swedish junk shop, as my brother calls it. I don't know where half the terms he comes out with come from. Like, he's so quick-witted like that. Good one, Eddie, I'll give you that. The Swedish junk shop. I have arrived at the mothership. I thought Ikea didn't open until 10, but there's loads of people sat in the cafe, and there's loads of cars already here, and there's loads of people like going inside, and it's not quite 10 yet. But yeah, that's that. There's a little observation there. I realised on the drive here that originally on Monday I wanted to pop into a show home in Wolverhampton on the way. So basically, obviously, you'll have seen in my last video, me and Naomi went to look at show homes, and we went to look at some of the most expensive ones that are very clearly out of our budget. The one that I really liked was called the Amberley, and it's almost like a symmetrical layout. Like the downstairs is symmetrical, like so you walk in the hall and then you've got the living room on the one side and the kitchen diner on the other side. But then I've found a similar layout house, but it's a Persimmon's home, not a Redrow. It's called the Clayton, but then they also have the Clayton Corner. Now, we went looking last week at more show homes because that's just like how we like to spend our time. You'll have to excuse the sun. And the site that is currently being built in Telford it's only just started, so they don't have a Clayton or a Clayton Corner show home. The nearest one is Wolverhampton. Will that help? No, absolutely not in the slightest. So yeah, so I rang them the other day to book an appointment, because apparently it's appointment only. She said it's not actually a show home, it's just a finished plot, obviously at the stage I'm guessing where before someone's moved in. I don't really know. So she said it'll have no furniture. I don't know if she said it'll have carpets or not, but she said she'd call me back, obviously try and book an appointment and call me back. But then I realised on the way here that I've not actually heard back from her, so I might give her a quick call just to see if, whilst I'm sort of, it's on the way back from Ikea for me, whether I can pop in or not. So I would really like to just have a look. You know, no other reason. I'm going to give her a call now and then head on in to IKEA. I'm going to do showrooms first because you can't go to IKEA and not look at the showrooms. And then have meatballs and then do the marketplace. Or whatever they call it. Market hall? Marketplace? I don't know. Whatever. This is what I've come for. This one. Bissa. It's £35. Pretty spacious. Just need to take down the location. Oh yeah, there we go. 43 location 4. I really like these. How gorgeous are these leaves? This is what it's called. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. I also really like these concrete pots. I know my mum brought one the other day, but I'm sure it was bigger than that. That's a good size, that one, for my house. But yeah, definitely getting one of these next time I come. The leaves are just gorgeous on it. Had to switch over to my phone because my camera's died. That's that, my little day out. What time is it? 1 o'clock, which would have been nice if I could pop to the show home now because, you know, I got 2 hours now, but I can go home and attempt to start building that. We'll see what how many parts it comes in. I feel like I got a lot of inspiration over from IKEA today. It's been a few months since I last came. When did we last go? Oh, December. I always find that it's quite rushed, especially when you've got Willow with you. You're trying to keep her entertained in the trolley. So it was nice to actually properly look around the rooms. I looked for some dining room chairs, obviously, because that is something that is on our agenda for the near future, because our dining room chairs they're literally like falling apart. The table's not great either, but I feel like we can live with the table a bit longer. But the chairs that I liked were, I think, £70 each, which is quite pricey, but they were really sturdy. They were like solid. And I'm almost at a point in my life now where I'm like, I don't want to like settle for second best. Like, if I want something, I want exactly what I want, and if I can't have it right now, I've just learned that, like, I just have to save. Do you know what I mean? I might not be able to have it like this month or next month, but if I put a bit of money away every payday, then yeah, I'll get it eventually. I've always had the mentality of, if you haven't got the money, then you can't have it, basically. So patience is virtue. We will have a beautiful home one day when we own our home. Where's my bougie earring gone? Oh, there it is. But yeah, it's nice to just have a look and see all the good stuff they got in, and they always make it so like, they always make you want to go home, throw your entire house in a skip and start again. But yeah, let's go, because I want to go home. So this is what our hallway looks like now, and then hopefully later I'm going to show you the after, obviously, when we get the storage in. It's not going to be a drastic change, but small steps, small steps.
We can open these and these.
You want them all open?
Yeah.
Why don't we wait till dinner time to get them all open?
I need a way.
Oh, okay. Let's get rid of some of this rubbish then, yeah? Okay, don't need any of them just yet. They're all bowls. There's Daddy's treat, some lint rollers for his hairy dog. And we need a chopping board.
Okay. I need to step that out, and then I will what with that. I want these many. I want those many for these. I want these many for these.
I've only got this massive chopping board. Pass me some to. Why have you got all the strawberries out?
I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's a lot. What are you going to have tomorrow if you eat them all now?
Just
Put some back and then you can have some another day. And we'll put these for another day, yeah?
There's what's in
There's lots of that, isn't there, for tomorrow. I don't think you'll cut grapes with that little knife, my girl.
What?
You have to use a sharp knife, but only mummies can use sharp knives. You try with that one, but mind your fingers, mind you don't hurt your fingers. Other end, turn it over like that. Bite it then. And we cut grapes that way, long way. Like that.
I'm going to do
You might be better with a fork than a spoon. We'll go get one. Do you want one of these?
And a spoon.
Fork. And a spoon.
These nuts.
Wow! Right, Mummy's going to go put my joggers on and then I'm going to build the box, okay? So, as you can tell, we are home now and I am going to get my build on. Who is that? Oh. Yeah, so joggers are on, standard, as soon as we walk in the door from school. I'll show you the room as a whole. I mean, this coat stand drives me absolutely scatty. It's just overflowing with coats. I mean, I won't lie, the majority of them are mine. Yeah. All the shoes, soon to finally have a home, a cat, a dog, a very scraggy dog, may I add. She looks like Sash. She's like a lion at the minute. Look at her. Look. Are you all hairy? Do you need a brush? Huh? Do you need a brush? We need to put you outside in the wind, don't we?
What is all those?
I'm going to build it.
Please come my house.
You're probably best to stay out the way because it is very big and very, very heavy. Okay.
That's mine.
Where's your what?
It's not mine.
You'll see it when it's all built, okay? But wait for me to build it first.
And then I will say, wow.
Hallway is looking much better than earlier. I'll show you around quickly. I'm really impressed with it, and actually, like I said, we could get another one that goes next to it if we find that maybe we need a bit more storage. And it's very slim as well, so it doesn't really obstruct, like it is quite a big hallway, which is nice. It doesn't really obstruct it at all. Clock still needs the time changing. Need to change that because that's when Willow started nursery. This is what I took off there. So these all need sorting out. I know like Willow's denim jacket definitely doesn't fit her. There's a dressing gown from when she was at 1 still hanging on there. So I really need to have a sort out. And then this is the other coat stand, which yeah, it really gets to me, the state of it. I think that's going to be another job for another day probably, is just sorting out coats, because we're kind of coming out of like, well, I say we're coming out of thick coat season, but we're not really, are we? Let's face it. But it will be happening, and last year I didn't, but this year I'm definitely gonna like fat pack them and just shove them up the loft, just so they're out the way for a few months. I keep forgetting that I brought this print from H&M. I keep forgetting to open it. It's just been sat on Willow's little table in the kitchen pretty much all week. And I thought earlier, oh, I should have looked for a frame in Ikea for it, because I probably would have got one. I think it's 35.40, so I definitely would have got one. It's very nicely packaged. It's coming like tissue paper.
And
Oh,
my shoes and Daddy.
Yes, it's always like card. I have to put it back in that for now, just until I get a print. But I brought it for the utility room. Just to put up on the wall. It's a bit smaller than I was expecting, so I think what I might do is put up a shelf in the utility room, and then maybe just stand that on the shelf, and then also have a few bottles on there as well. I'm just showing this print that I brought for the utility room where the washing machine is. So when Mummy's doing the washing, I know what all the symbols are. I just thought it was a very fitting print for a utility room, I suppose. I'm happy with that. I like it. Bit gutted that I missed out on getting a frame today, but hey, it means I get to go back soon. What do you think? Leave me a comment. What colour frame would you go for? Would you go for black, or would you go for, I'm thinking probably like the wood, like the beachy colour. And I might get some of them bottles that are like, that say like softener on them and things like that, just so it's more like pretty on the shelf. And you're probably thinking like, well, like you keep going on about moving house, but then you're doing all these bits to this house, like adding all these bits in. But obviously, like for now, we still live here, so I still want it to be a nice space that we live in. So yeah, I've still got a few shelves that I want to put up. I still want to put pictures up because they're things that, like I've said previously, they will move with us. So I also want to get a big mirror for in the living room. Yeah, we'll see what happens over the next few months. Maybe I'll just do like a whole video of like sort of house updates, because it's just a case of doing things as and when I have a bit of spare cash. So yeah, my new print, that's from H&M Home. I brought it online. It went out of stock, and I was like, oh god, I'd missed it. And I did look on like Etsy and not on the high street, but I didn't like, they had like, it said like washing symbols or laundry symbols or something, but I didn't like the font, and I really liked, I just like this font. It's very like simple. And then yeah, and then one day I had the email notification to say that it coming back in stock, so here it is. And that's all I can say really about a picture.